Hey guys, welcome back to our MatchBattlers video. Now this video is like the first official deck profile video. I made one of these like a while ago, like a really long time ago. When that was like the much older rules. But now, as if you know, MatchBattlers is on untap and stuff. I do have a rule video, which I'm gonna post a rule video in the description. And there also in the description there should actually be a way where you can copy this deck and actually use it on untap. So that's not going to be out right away. I gotta do that like later. But basically I'm going to be doing the first deck profile here and everything to help you guys out in making decks and playing and stuff. And I mean, that's pretty much it. What else is there to explain, right? There will be many more. This is just a single deck. But in set 1. But with that being said, let's move on. So, the deck that I'm going to be showing today, or doing a profile on today, is Classic Bloodforest. Now, the origin of how this deck was made is actually kind of funny. Me and my cousin did a battle video like a really long time ago, and he actually made this deck. He used like the point value of the battlers and everything, and he did use Bloodforest and everything. I made some adjustments to it also because there's like new rules, but yeah, so this is the main card. Actually, let me read it. So this is what Bloodforest does. Do 1 damage. There we go. Do 1 damage to all battlers on every player's boards. If any battlers are destroyed, the owner of that battler takes points of damage equal to how much the battlers is worth, and then this can only be used once, and it costs 6 energy. So, basically, Bloodforest, it does a damage to every battler, including your own, because it says on every player's boards and all battlers. So, that means that your battlers are going to be affected by this, so you got to use this at the right times and in good moments. And that's Bloodforest is kind of like a hit and a miss sometimes, because Bloodforest, I actually call it the king ability, just because it's so good. When Bloodforest is in a good moment to be used, it's like the most perfect card, and it's satisfying. It's so satisfying to use, I'm not gonna lie. And Bloodforest is very powerful because of that, but it can also hurt you, so you know, you gotta look out for that. But I suggest, this is like where the tips come in and everything, I suggest using Bloodforest only at a moment where you really need to use it, and the only moment when you really need to use it is when your opponent's battlers are at 1 health and you can survive the Bloodforest. Don't use it if you can't survive. If you can't survive it, don't do it. If you can survive it, and you actually end up killing your opponent or end up bringing them down low enough to enough points where the leftover rule can win it for you, then that's the moment you do it. So, you know, and that's just the Bloodforest. Now, let's get on to the battler cards that are actually going to consist in the deck. And what you're going to be using for the classic Bloodforest deck is a 5-point for that heavy hitter. This card is going to be handling all their strong ones and stuff. Then you have a 1-point. Gotta have Blood Scout because it literally belongs in the Bloodforest. This is for battery. You're gonna be using this battler to get battery +1 energy, so then you can get the Bloodforest and everything, and also so you can get your other player abilities, because one of the other ones is actually really important as well. So the 1-point battler is there for supporting and for using battery. It's like your battery generator card. And then Cornboy, a 2-point, or just like a 2-point battle or whatever you want to use. This is there for like basically the same thing as the 1-point, but just like a little bit more firepower, because this is supposed to go with one of the other player abilities, and I'm actually be showing that right now. So let me move those. And there's 2 more player abilities, and this one is really important. It's Armory. Armory is going to be pretty big. It +3 power to all your battlers attacking this turn. So this is very important because you want to get your opponent's battlers down to 1 health, so then you can use Bloodforest and kill them, right? Armory is perfect because it adds power to all your people, which means that you can get more attacks in. So Armory is very good. It does cost 3 energy, which, just to let you know, is quite a bit, especially when your key card of the deck is 6 energy. So that's why Blood Scout is going to be, or your 1-point battler, sorry. Your 1-point battler is going to be like an energy generator, unless they get like a really strong attack. And then your 2-point battler is going to be both of the 5-point and the 1-point. It's going to be like there was something in soccer. It's like the guy who's offense and defense. The rover, I think it's called. That's what this card's going to be. So you have the big heavy power, the generator, and then he's in between. And you want to get multiple attacks in at, you just want to get multiple attacks in order to bring their battlers down, and Armory is very good for that. Power Charge is good because Power Charge does exactly what Armory does, but it costs 1 energy, but it can only be used once. And that kind of ruins it because Armory, you can activate it multiple times. Like, you can use it multiple times. It's not just like you discard it once it's used, because it doesn't say this can be used once and stuff. So Armory, just because you can reuse it, I feel like it's better. And then the last one is Iron Guard. This is basically for your 5-point battler, because the 5-point battler actually hurts you because it's such high points that the Bloodforest, if it actually kills the 5-point battler, you gotta make sure you survive it. And they're probably gonna be targeting the 5-point battler depending on how good your opponent is, because higher point value cards are more of like targets. So this Iron Guard is basically just gonna make your 5-point battler, in this case Augur, not really like a target. One of your battlers cannot be attacked by any power that is 27 or more until your next turn, including all 3 rolls, which is that's pretty clutch sometimes. So, and it's only 1 energy. That's also another big reason why it's in the deck, because Bloodforest is expensive, Armory is expensive over time, and then Iron Guard is not really expensive at all. So, and you're already using a good amount of energy on these two, so this has to be cheap. So that's pretty much the basic deck. There is one more thing. Instead of Iron Guard, you could use, I don't have the official one right now, but you could use Close Call, which basically what this one does is, like, if any of your battlers lose by 1 or 2 power when defending, it is now a tie. So Close Call is good. It costs 1 energy. It doesn't cost 0. It costs 1. It's good. I wouldn't say, like, I don't know. It kind of depends. I feel like Iron Guard is better because it protects your 5-point battler more, and this, you want to protect him. The other two, they're so cheap, you don't really need to protect them too much. So, and one last thing before the end of this video. Your 5-point battler, I suggest using defense a lot. So if they don't attack, don't even offense with them, just defense with them, because you don't want him getting hit. You want him to live. And then, and don't battery or support with the 5-point, because you're gonna need your 5-point battler. You don't want them being open so they can hit him, unless he's at like 3 health and it's like towards the end of the game. Then it's like, okay, go ahead. But that's basically it for the first deck profile review, whatever the heck. It's a classic Bloodforest deck, and yeah, so that's going to have to do it for this video. I am going to be making more tomorrow. I think I'm going to make a complete shutdown deck profile, and that's going to be very interesting because complete shutdown actually shuts down Bloodforest deck, so it's going to be like a good counter for it. But that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to see more, and comment if you're one of those people who are interested, if you think that there should be something changed in this deck. I would just like to hear that.